Train your mind to make money. What if I told you that the difference between those who seem to attract wealth effortlessly and those who constantly struggle isn't luck, opportunity, or even talent? It's your mind. The way you think, the way you see the world, and the stories you tell yourself about money shape your reality more than anything external ever will. You might be wondering, how can this be true? Isn't money just a result of hard work, determination, and a bit of good fortune? Of course, hard work and perseverance play a role. But have you ever noticed how two people can work just as hard, yet one thrives while the other barely survives? The answer lies in something much deeper, something most people never realize: the invisible force driving your thoughts, actions, and ultimately, your outcomes, your mindset. And more specifically, your mindset around money. Think back to the messages you've received about money throughout your life. Were you taught that money is hard to come by? That only a select few are lucky enough to be rich? That financial freedom is a distant dream, something reserved for the elite or those who happen to stumble upon some golden opportunity. Perhaps you were even told that money is the root of all evil, that the desire for wealth is greedy, or that financial success will come at the cost of your happiness, relationships, or integrity. These are powerful narratives, ones that can plant deep seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation within your subconscious mind. And those seeds? They've likely taken root without you even realizing it, affecting every financial decision you make and every opportunity you either seize or let slip through your fingers. You see, the mind is like a fertile field. Whatever you plant in it, consciously or subconsciously, will grow. The problem is that most of us are unaware of the limiting beliefs we've planted about money. These beliefs are not obvious. They don't sit on the surface, easily visible. They're buried deep within your subconscious, influencing your actions in subtle but profound ways. You might not even notice them, but they're there, guiding your every decision. Every time you say to yourself, "I can't afford that," or "I'll never have enough," or "It's too risky to pursue that opportunity," you're watering those seeds of scarcity. And the more you water them, the more they grow into a reality where money remains just out of reach. It's not just about the direct thoughts you have about money, though. Your general mindset about yourself, your worth, and your abilities plays a massive role. If you've ever felt that you're not good enough, not deserving enough, or not capable enough to achieve real success, those feelings are intertwined with how you relate to money. The truth is, money is not an isolated issue. It's a reflection of how you see yourself and your place in the world. If you believe you're not worthy of abundance, that belief will manifest itself in your financial life. You'll find yourself sabotaging opportunities, making poor financial decisions, or avoiding the risks necessary to create wealth. And the worst part? You'll justify these actions, convincing yourself that it's just how life is, that wealth is for other people, and that financial freedom will never be within your grasp. But what if I told you that you can rewire these beliefs? That you have the power to pull out the weeds of scarcity, limitation, and fear, and replace them with new seeds of abundance, opportunity, and growth. It's not as far-fetched as it may sound. Your mind is far more malleable than you think. Science has shown us that the brain is incredibly adaptable. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, means that you can literally rewire your thoughts and beliefs. But here's the thing, it won't happen overnight, and it won't happen without effort. Just like training your body to get stronger, training your mind to attract and manage wealth requires consistent practice, dedication, and a willingness to confront some uncomfortable truths about the stories you've been telling yourself. To start, you need to become aware of the thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back. This might sound simple, but it can be incredibly challenging. Many of these beliefs are so deeply ingrained that you might not even recognize them as beliefs. They might feel like absolute truths, things you've known about the world since you were a child. But I'm here to tell you that they are not truths, they are simply beliefs. And beliefs can be changed. For example, you might believe that money is scarce, that there's never enough to go around. You might believe that you have to work incredibly hard, sacrifice your happiness, or give up your time to make even a modest living. These beliefs have likely been reinforced by your experiences, by the struggles you've faced, and by the financial obstacles you've encountered. But what if those experiences were shaped by your beliefs in the first place? The way you think about money creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe money is scarce, you will act in ways that reinforce that scarcity. You'll play it safe, avoid taking risks, and settle for less than what you truly want. On the other hand, if you believe that money is abundant, that opportunities are everywhere, and that you are deserving of wealth, you'll start to see those opportunities. You'll take chances, invest in yourself, and go after what you really want without fear. The key is to start questioning your current beliefs. Ask yourself, what do I really believe about money? Where did those beliefs come from? Are they serving me, or are they holding me back? This process of self-inquiry is the first step in breaking free from the mental chains that are keeping you stuck in financial struggle. As you begin to identify the limiting beliefs that have been driving your financial life, you can start to replace them with new, empowering beliefs. This is where the real work begins. It's not enough to simply become aware of your negative beliefs, you have to actively reprogram your mind to think differently. One of the most powerful tools for doing this is visualization. When you visualize yourself living the life you desire, your brain starts to form new neural pathways. It begins to see this new reality as possible, and as a result, you start to act in ways that align with that reality. The more vividly and consistently you visualize your desired financial state, the more your brain starts to believe it's achievable. This is not some mystical process, it's grounded in science. Your brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So, by visualizing your financial success in detail, how it feels, how it looks, how it changes your life, you are essentially tricking your brain into believing that success is inevitable. In addition to visualization, affirmations can play a key role in reprogramming your subconscious mind. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce the beliefs you want to instill in yourself. When you repeat affirmations like, "I am deserving of financial abundance," or "money flows to me easily and effortlessly," you are consciously choosing to plant new seeds in your mind. Over time, with enough repetition, these new beliefs will begin to take root, replacing the old, limiting ones. But here's the catch, you have to truly believe in the affirmations you're using. Simply saying the words won't be enough if, deep down, you still feel unworthy or incapable. This is why it's so important to combine affirmations with other practices, like visualization, meditation, and gratitude, to help shift your emotional state and truly embody the new beliefs you're trying to cultivate. This process of mental reprogramming is not a quick fix, nor is it a one-size-fits-all solution. It requires time, patience, and consistency. But the results can be life-changing. Imagine what your life could look like if you were no longer held back by fear, doubt, or scarcity thinking. Imagine waking up every day feeling confident in your ability to create wealth, to seize opportunities, and to live life on your terms. That future is not a distant dream, it's entirely within your reach. But it starts with your mind. It starts with the decision to let go of the old stories that have kept you stuck and to embrace a new way of thinking, a way that empowers you to create the financial success you deserve. Now, as you move forward in this process, it's important to understand that there will be challenges. Your old beliefs won't just disappear overnight. In fact, they'll likely resist change. You might find yourself slipping back into old patterns, feeling frustrated, or questioning whether this whole process is even working. That's normal. But here's the thing, every time you catch yourself falling back into those old ways of thinking, you have an opportunity to choose differently. You have the power to stop, recognize the negative thought, and consciously replace it with a more empowering one. This is the essence of mental training. It's about consistently choosing new thoughts, even when the old ones try to pull you back. And here's something you need to remember: you are not your thoughts. Just because you've had a negative belief about money doesn't mean it defines you. Your thoughts are simply patterns that have been formed over time, and those patterns can be changed. So don't get discouraged if it takes time. Don't beat yourself up if you find yourself slipping into scarcity thinking. Instead, see each moment as an opportunity to strengthen your mental muscles, to reinforce the new beliefs you're cultivating, and to step closer to the financial freedom you desire. Chapter 1: Your Relationship with Money. When you begin to unravel the complex relationship between your mind and money, the next natural step is to examine the roots of this connection more closely, your beliefs about money and how they shape your financial reality. These beliefs are often so deeply ingrained that they feel like absolute truths, even though they are not. They are stories you've absorbed from your upbringing, your environment, and the world around you. Some of these stories may have served you in the past, but many of them are outdated, limiting, and preventing you from achieving the financial freedom you desire. To fully understand how these beliefs shape your reality, it's essential to look at where they come from and how they've influenced the decisions you've made in your life. One of the most powerful influences on your beliefs about money is your childhood. From a young age, you were likely exposed to messages about money, both spoken and unspoken, that have stayed with you into adulthood. Think about the conversations your parents or caregivers had about money. Were they stressed about finances? Did they frequently argue about bills or the cost of living? Did they instill in you a sense of scarcity, always worrying about whether there would be enough to go around? Or perhaps they were more relaxed about money but gave off the impression that financial success was something distant, reserved only for other people. These early experiences lay the foundation for how you view money, and unless you consciously challenge these beliefs, they continue to drive your financial decisions well into adulthood. Many people grow up with a scarcity mindset, the belief that there's never enough, whether it's money, resources, or opportunities. This mindset creates a constant feeling of lack and fear. It convinces you that you have to cling tightly to what you have, that financial security is fleeting, and that no matter how hard you work, you'll never truly be comfortable or free from worry. This kind of thinking often leads to a cycle of self-sabotage. You may find yourself making decisions based on fear rather than abundance, and this fear-driven decision-making keeps you trapped in the same financial patterns year after year. You might take the safe job because you're afraid of taking a risk. You might avoid investing in yourself or in opportunities that could lead to growth because you're terrified of losing what little you have. And ironically, this cautious, fear-based approach often keeps people from achieving the very financial freedom they desire. On the other hand, some people grow up with the belief that money is inherently bad or that the pursuit of wealth is morally wrong. Perhaps you were taught that being wealthy makes you greedy or selfish, or that rich people are corrupt and take advantage of others. These kinds of beliefs create a subconscious resistance to wealth. Even if you consciously desire financial success, deep down, you might feel conflicted about actually attaining it. You may believe that becoming wealthy will change who you are, make you less likable, or cause you to lose the important relationships in your life. This internal conflict can prevent you from fully pursuing wealth, even if you're not aware of it. You might find yourself procrastinating, avoiding opportunities, or sabotaging your own success because a part of you believes that having more money will somehow make you less of a good person. But here's the truth: money is neutral. It is not inherently good or bad, it's simply a tool. What matters is how you use it and the intentions behind your actions. Money can be used for tremendous good, to create positive change in your life and the lives of others. It can provide security, freedom, and the ability to make a meaningful impact in the world. When you begin to see money as a tool for empowerment rather than as something to fear or avoid, your relationship with it changes. You stop seeing money as something elusive or negative, and you start seeing it as something that can flow to you easily and be used to enhance your life and the lives of those around you. To shift your beliefs about money, you must first become aware of what those beliefs are. This requires a level of introspection and honesty that can be uncomfortable at times. It's not easy to confront the stories you've been telling yourself, especially if they've been part of your identity for a long time. But awareness is the first step toward change. Take some time to reflect on your current beliefs about money. Ask yourself, what do I believe about money? Do I believe it's hard to come by? Do I believe that I'm not capable of being financially successful? Do I feel guilty about wanting more money? Write down the beliefs that come up for you, even if they feel uncomfortable or irrational. These beliefs have likely been operating under the surface for a long time, influencing your decisions and keeping you stuck in patterns of scarcity. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, it's time to challenge them. Just because you've believed something for a long time doesn't mean it's true. In fact, many of the beliefs you hold about money are not based on reality, but on the stories you've absorbed from others. For example, you might believe that money is hard to come by because that's what you were taught growing up. But is that really true? There are countless examples of people who have created wealth despite starting with nothing. The belief that money is scarce is just that, a belief. And beliefs can be changed. One of the most powerful ways to shift your beliefs about money is to expose yourself to new perspectives. Surround yourself with people who have a healthy relationship with money, who see it as a tool for freedom and empowerment rather than something to be feared or hoarded. Read books, listen to podcasts, or watch videos that challenge your current beliefs and offer new ways of thinking about wealth. The more you expose yourself to positive, empowering messages about money, the more your mind will begin to accept these new beliefs as true. This process won't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you can begin to rewire your brain to think differently about money. Another key aspect of shifting your beliefs about money is to pay attention to the language you use when you talk about money. Language is a powerful tool for shaping your reality, and the words you use can either reinforce your limiting beliefs or help you create new, empowering ones. For example, if you frequently say things like, "I can't afford that," or "money doesn't grow on trees," you're reinforcing the belief that money is scarce and hard to come by. Instead, try using language that reflects abundance. Say things like, "I'm choosing to invest in other things right now," or "there are plenty of opportunities for me to make more money." By shifting the way you talk about money, you can begin to shift the way you think about it. In addition to changing your language, it's important to take aligned action. Your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your reality. If you believe that money is scarce, you're likely to take actions that reinforce that belief, such as avoiding risks or settling for less than what you truly want. On the other hand, if you believe that money is abundant and that you are capable of creating wealth, you're more likely to take bold, empowered actions that lead to financial success. This doesn't mean you should take reckless risks, but it does mean that you should start taking steps toward the financial future you desire, even if those steps feel uncomfortable at first. As you take aligned action, your confidence will grow, and your beliefs about money will begin to shift even further. It's also essential to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and abundance. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you create a sense of abundance that attracts more of what you want into your life. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can shift your entire mindset. Instead of constantly worrying about not having enough, focus on the abundance that already exists in your life. This doesn't mean you should ignore your financial challenges or pretend they don't exist, but it does mean shifting your focus from lack to abundance. When you start to see the world through a lens of abundance, you begin to notice opportunities that were previously invisible to you. You attract more positive experiences, and your financial situation begins to improve as a result. Shifting your beliefs about money is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. Your old beliefs will likely try to resurface, especially in moments of stress or uncertainty. But every time you catch yourself falling back into old patterns of thinking, you have an opportunity to choose differently. This is the power of mindset training. It's about consistently choosing thoughts and beliefs that serve you, even when your old beliefs try to pull you back into scarcity. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Over time, you'll find that your new beliefs about money become second nature, and your financial reality will begin to reflect the abundance you've cultivated in your mind. It's important to remember that your relationship with money is just that, a relationship. And like any relationship, it requires care, attention, and intentionality. You can't expect to change your beliefs overnight, just as you wouldn't expect to transform a relationship with another person in a single conversation. But with patience and persistence, you can shift your mindset and create a healthier, more empowering relationship with money. This is not about becoming obsessed with money or letting it control your life. It's about freeing yourself from the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back and allowing yourself to create the financial freedom and abundance you deserve. As you continue on this journey of reprogramming your mind for wealth, it's essential to stay open to new ideas and perspectives. Be willing to question your assumptions, challenge your beliefs, and take bold action in the direction of your financial goals. The more you do this, the more you'll realize that wealth is not something outside of you, something you have to chase or struggle to attain. It's something that begins within you, something you can create by shifting your mindset, taking aligned action. Chapter 2: Mastering the Power of Thought and Belief. As you delve deeper into the process of transforming your mindset around money, you begin to see how closely your thoughts and beliefs are tied to your sense of self-worth. There's a fundamental connection between how you perceive yourself and the amount of financial success you believe you deserve. For many, this connection is the missing piece in their journey toward financial abundance. You might already be aware of some of the limiting beliefs you've held about money, but if those beliefs are rooted in a lack of self-worth, even the most positive affirmations and best intentions can fall flat. That's because, at its core, your financial reality is a direct reflection of how much you value yourself and the contributions you make to the world. Think about it: if you don't believe you're worthy of wealth, if you don't feel deserving of financial success, then no matter how hard you work, no matter how many opportunities come your way, you'll find ways to sabotage yourself. This might happen in subtle, almost imperceptible ways. Perhaps you hesitate to ask for a raise, or you undercharge for your services because you don't believe they're worth more. Maybe you avoid pursuing larger, more lucrative opportunities because deep down, you don't think you're capable or deserving of such success. These behaviors stem from a deep-seated feeling of unworthiness, and they play a major role in keeping you stuck in patterns of financial struggle. The connection between self-worth and financial success is so powerful because it operates on both a conscious and subconscious level. Consciously, you might believe that you want to be wealthy, that you want to achieve financial freedom. You might set goals, make plans, and take steps toward those goals. But if, on a subconscious level, you feel unworthy of achieving that success, your mind will find ways to protect you from what it perceives as a threat. You might procrastinate, make excuses, or find yourself overwhelmed with fear or doubt. This is your subconscious mind's way of keeping you in your comfort zone, even if that comfort zone is one of financial scarcity. This is why so many people experience what is often referred to as imposter syndrome. You might achieve a certain level of success, but deep down, you feel like a fraud, like you don't really deserve the wealth or recognition you've received. You might constantly worry that you'll be found out, that others will realize you're not as competent or talented as they think you are. This feeling of unworthiness can be incredibly debilitating, and it's one of the main reasons why many people fail to sustain financial success, even if they manage to achieve it temporarily. Imposter syndrome is not just a psychological phenomenon, it's a manifestation of deeper beliefs about your worthiness. If you don't believe you're worthy of success, you'll constantly be looking for evidence to support that belief. You'll focus on your mistakes, your shortcomings, and your perceived inadequacies, rather than acknowledging your accomplishments and strengths. This constant self-doubt creates a cycle of self-sabotage, where you unconsciously undermine your own efforts to achieve financial success. And the worst part? You might not even realize you're doing it. It's easy to blame external circumstances, your boss, the economy, or the competitive nature of your industry, but the real battle is happening within your own mind. Breaking free from this cycle requires a radical shift in how you view yourself and your worth. You must begin to cultivate a deep, unshakable belief in your own value. This doesn't mean developing a false sense of superiority or arrogance. Rather, it means recognizing that you are inherently deserving of success and abundance simply because you exist. Your worth is not tied to your achievements, your income, or the approval of others. It is intrinsic, and when you fully embrace this truth, your financial reality will begin to shift to reflect that sense of worth. To begin this process, you must first confront the negative beliefs you hold about yourself. Much like the limiting beliefs about money that we explored earlier, these negative self-beliefs often originate in childhood. Perhaps you were criticized, ridiculed, or made to feel inadequate by parents, teachers, or peers. These early experiences can leave deep emotional scars that affect your self-perception for years, even decades. You might have internalized the belief that you're not smart enough, not talented enough, or not worthy of love and success. These beliefs, if left unchallenged, will continue to operate in the background, influencing your financial decisions and keeping you from achieving the success you desire. The good news is that these beliefs are not set in stone. Just as you can rewire your beliefs about money, you can also reprogram your beliefs about yourself. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through the practice of self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and empathy that you would offer to a close friend. It means recognizing that everyone makes mistakes, that everyone has flaws, and that these imperfections do not diminish your worth. When you practice self-compassion, you create a safe space within yourself where you can heal from the emotional wounds that have been holding you back. You begin to see yourself not as someone who is fundamentally flawed, but as someone who is worthy of love, success, and abundance, just as you are. As you cultivate self-compassion, you'll find that your confidence grows. This confidence is not about pretending to be perfect or never making mistakes. It's about trusting in your own abilities, believing that you are capable of achieving your goals, and knowing that you are deserving of the rewards that come with success. This shift in mindset is crucial because, without it, you'll continue to undermine your own efforts, even if you're working hard and taking action toward your goals. Confidence, when rooted in a deep sense of self-worth, allows you to take risks, pursue opportunities, and step into your full potential without fear of failure or rejection. Another key aspect of building self-worth is learning to receive. Many people who struggle with feelings of unworthiness have difficulty receiving, whether it's receiving compliments, support, or financial rewards. You might deflect compliments by downplaying your achievements, or you might feel uncomfortable accepting help from others because you believe you don't deserve it. This inability to receive is a reflection of your belief that you are not worthy of abundance. If you can't receive something as simple as a compliment, how can you expect to receive the financial success you desire? Learning to receive starts with small, everyday actions. The next time someone offers you a compliment, instead of deflecting it or minimizing your achievements, simply say, "Thank you." Allow yourself to fully receive the compliment without feeling the need to downplay it or justify it. The same goes for financial rewards. If you receive a raise, a bonus, or a windfall of any kind, resist the urge to feel guilty or undeserving. Instead, remind yourself that you are worthy of receiving abundance. The more you practice receiving, the more you'll reinforce the belief that you are deserving of financial success. In addition to practicing self-compassion and learning to receive, it's important to set boundaries that protect your sense of self-worth. This means saying no to people, situations, or opportunities that don't align with your values or that deplete your energy. Many people who struggle with feelings of unworthiness tend to be people pleasers, always saying yes to others, even at the expense of their own well-being. This behavior stems from a fear of rejection or a need for external validation. But constantly putting others' needs before your own only reinforces the belief that your worth is tied to how much you can give or how much you can do for others. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. It's a way of saying, I value myself enough to protect my time, energy, and resources. When you set boundaries, you're not being selfish or unkind, you're simply honoring your own needs and priorities. And when you honor yourself in this way, you send a powerful message to your subconscious mind that you are worthy of respect, both from others and from yourself. This shift in behavior can have a profound impact on your financial life because it allows you to prioritize the opportunities and relationships that truly align with your goals and values, rather than constantly being pulled in different directions by others' demands. As you continue to strengthen your sense of self-worth, you'll find that your financial success begins to flow more naturally. This is because you are no longer working against yourself. Instead of sabotaging your efforts with feelings of unworthiness, you are aligning your actions with a deep belief that you are deserving of wealth and abundance. This alignment creates a powerful sense of momentum, allowing you to pursue opportunities with confidence and to attract the financial rewards that reflect your true value. This process is not always easy, and there will be moments when doubt creeps in. You might find yourself reverting to old patterns of self-sabotage or struggling to fully embrace your worth. But remember, this is a journey, not a destination. Every time you choose to value yourself, every time you practice self-compassion, and every time you receive abundance with gratitude, you are reinforcing the belief that you are worthy of success. Over time, this belief will become second nature, and your financial reality will begin to mirror the internal shifts you've made. Ultimately, the journey toward financial success is not just about changing your external circumstances, it's about transforming your internal world. It's about recognizing that your relationship with money is a reflection of your relationship with yourself. When you cultivate a deep sense of self-worth, when you believe that you are deserving of success and abundance, you create the conditions for financial freedom to flow into your life. The external world will always mirror what's happening within you, so the more you value yourself, the more the world will value you, and the more wealth and opportunities will come your way. Chapter 3: Aligning Actions with a Wealth Mindset. As you begin to cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth and align your beliefs with the financial success you desire, it becomes crucial to focus on how your actions support, or sabotage, your journey to wealth. It's one thing to shift your mindset and start believing that you deserve abundance, but without consistent, aligned action, those beliefs will remain just that, beliefs. The true transformation happens when your daily behaviors and habits reflect the mindset of someone who is actively creating wealth. This is where many people fall short. They might do the inner work of reprogramming their mind, but they continue to engage in behaviors that are incongruent with the financial success they seek. To achieve real change, it's essential that your actions become a reflection of your new mindset. This is about creating new habits, new routines, and a new approach to decision-making that are in alignment with the wealth you want to create. One of the most important shifts you can make when it comes to taking action is moving from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. When you're operating from a scarcity mindset, your actions are often driven by fear, fear of loss, fear of making mistakes, fear of not having enough. This fear manifests in the way you approach opportunities, risks, and even your day-to-day financial decisions. For instance, you might avoid investing in yourself or your business because you're afraid of spending money. You might hesitate to take a calculated risk because you're more focused on what you could lose rather than what you could gain. This scarcity-driven approach keeps you playing small, sticking to what feels safe and familiar, even if it's not serving your long-term financial goals. On the other hand, when you adopt an abundance mindset, your actions are driven by possibility rather than fear. You start to see opportunities where you once saw limitations, and you become more willing to invest in yourself, your growth, and your future. This doesn't mean you become reckless or start making impulsive financial decisions, but it does mean that you begin to trust in your ability to create more wealth. You start to believe that the money you invest in your growth will come back to you tenfold. You begin to approach opportunities with a sense of excitement and curiosity, rather than anxiety and doubt. This shift in mindset fundamentally changes the way you approach action. Suddenly, you're not just reacting to life's circumstances, but actively creating the circumstances you want. To take action from a place of abundance, it's important to focus on consistency and momentum. Many people fall into the trap of thinking that one big decision or one major change will transform their financial life. While bold, decisive actions can certainly create shifts, the real key to long-term financial success lies in the small, consistent actions you take every day. This is where discipline comes into play. Building wealth isn't about making one lucky move or catching a single break, it's about cultivating the habits and routines that, over time, lead to financial growth. It's about making the decision, day in and day out, to prioritize your financial goals and take actions that align with those goals. For example, you might decide to start saving a portion of your income every month, no matter how small that portion might be. This simple habit, when done consistently over time, can lead to significant financial growth. Or perhaps you decide to invest in your personal development by reading books, attending seminars, or working with a mentor. These actions, though they may seem small in the moment, compound over time, leading to massive shifts in your mindset and, ultimately, your financial reality. The key is to remain consistent, even when you don't see immediate results. Many people give up too soon because they expect instant gratification, but building wealth is a long-term game. It requires patience, persistence, and the willingness to keep going even when the rewards aren't immediately visible. Another critical aspect of taking aligned action is learning to make decisions from a place of empowerment rather than fear. Often, when faced with financial decisions, people default to a fear-based mindset. They worry about making the wrong choice, about losing money, or about missing out on better opportunities. This indecision and fear of failure can lead to paralysis, where you end up taking no action at all. But inaction is, in itself, a choice, and it's often the choice that keeps you stuck in the same financial situation, year after year. To break free from this cycle, you must learn to trust yourself and your ability to make empowered decisions, even if those decisions come with risks. Every successful person has faced moments where they had to take a leap of faith, where they had to invest in themselves or their business without knowing for certain what the outcome would be. What sets them apart is their willingness to act despite the uncertainty. They don't let fear stop them from moving forward. Instead, they approach decision-making with the understanding that every choice is an opportunity for growth, whether it leads to immediate success or a valuable lesson. This mindset allows them to stay in motion, constantly moving toward their goals, even in the face of setbacks or challenges. If you want to create financial success, you must adopt this same mindset. You must be willing to take calculated risks, make decisions with confidence, and trust that, no matter the outcome, you will learn, grow, and ultimately move closer to your financial goals. In addition to making empowered decisions, it's crucial to surround yourself with an environment that supports your financial growth. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your behavior, and if you're surrounded by people, habits, or circumstances that reinforce a scarcity mindset, it will be much harder to make lasting changes. Take a look at the people you spend the most time with. Do they encourage you to think big, to take risks, and to pursue your financial goals? Or do they reinforce fear, doubt, and a mindset of limitation? It's often said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and when it comes to financial success, this couldn't be true. If you're serious about transforming your financial life, it's essential to seek out mentors, peers, and communities that support your growth. This might mean joining a mastermind group, attending networking events, or simply spending more time with people who have achieved the level of success you aspire to. When you're surrounded by individuals who are committed to their own financial growth, it elevates your thinking and inspires you to take action in ways you might not have considered before. It pushes you out of your comfort zone and challenges you to think bigger, take more risks, and pursue opportunities that align with your financial goals. Your physical environment matters as well. Creating an environment that supports your financial success might mean organizing your workspace to reflect the level of professionalism and success you want to achieve. It could involve decluttering your home to create a sense of clarity and focus, or setting up a dedicated space for financial planning, where you can review your goals, track your progress, and make decisions about your financial future. Your environment should reflect the wealth and success you are working toward, even if you're not there yet. By creating a space that aligns with your financial goals, you send a powerful message to your subconscious mind that you are ready to step into the level of success you desire. Another key aspect of taking aligned action is the importance of tracking and measuring your progress. Many people set financial goals, but they don't have a system in place to measure their progress toward those goals. Without tracking, it's easy to lose sight of where you're headed and to become discouraged when you don't see immediate results. But when you regularly check in on your progress, whether it's through a budget, a financial journal, or a tracking app, you create a sense of accountability that keeps you on track. You can see how far you've come, adjust your actions if necessary, and stay motivated to keep moving forward. Tracking your progress also helps you celebrate your wins, no matter how small they might be. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of your big financial goals and forget to acknowledge the progress you've made along the way. But celebrating small victories is crucial for maintaining momentum. Each step you take, each financial decision you make, is bringing you closer to the wealth and success you desire. Recognize these milestones and use them as fuel to keep pushing forward. Over time, these small wins will compound, and you'll find yourself achieving the larger financial goals that once seemed out of reach. As you take aligned action, it's also important to remain flexible and adaptable. The path to financial success is rarely a straight line. There will be detours, setbacks, and unexpected challenges along the way. But these challenges are not signs of failure, they are opportunities for growth. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to get discouraged and question whether you're on the right path. But successful people understand that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. They don't let temporary challenges derail them from their long-term goals. Instead, they adapt, adjust their strategy, and keep moving forward. This flexibility is especially important in today's rapidly changing world. The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and the opportunities that exist today may not be the same tomorrow. Staying flexible allows you to pivot when necessary, to seize new opportunities as they arise, and to adjust your approach when something isn't working. It's about being open to change, trusting in your ability to navigate uncertainty, and staying committed to your long-term financial vision, even when the path looks different from what you originally expected. Ultimately, taking aligned action is about embodying the mindset of someone who is already wealthy and successful. It's about making decisions, forming habits, and taking actions that reflect the financial reality you want to create, even if you're not there yet. By consistently taking action from a place of abundance, empowerment, and confidence, you begin to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Your external reality. Conclusion. As you continue to integrate these new practices into your life, rewiring your beliefs about money, aligning your actions with the mindset of abundance, and consistently taking empowered steps toward your financial goals, there remains one often overlooked but critical element to achieving lasting financial success: the importance of consistency. Consistency is the thread that weaves together all of your efforts, transforming isolated moments of progress into a sustainable path toward wealth. Without it, even the best strategies, the most profound mindset shifts, and the clearest intentions will falter. It's in the day-to-day discipline, the small but steady actions, that real change is made, and it's in this space that many people either rise or fall in their journey toward financial abundance. Consistency is deceptively simple in theory, but can be incredibly challenging in practice. This is because we live in a world that thrives on quick fixes and instant gratification. We are constantly bombarded with messages that tell us we can achieve success overnight, that there's a secret formula to making money quickly, or that if we just find the right strategy, everything will fall into place immediately. But true financial success, the kind that lasts, is not built on shortcuts or sudden windfalls. It's built on the foundation of consistent effort, even when the results aren't immediately visible. This is the long game, and it requires patience, persistence, and the ability to stay focused on your goals even when progress seems slow. Think of consistency as a form of compound interest, not just in your financial investments, but in the actions you take every day. Each small step you take, each habit you form, each decision you make adds up over time, creating a ripple effect that eventually leads to significant results. But the key is to keep going, even when it feels like nothing is happening. This is where most people get discouraged. They start off strong, full of motivation and enthusiasm, but when they don't see immediate results, they begin to question whether their efforts are worth it. They might abandon their savings plan after a few months because it feels like the progress is too slow, or they might stop investing in their personal development because the payoff isn't immediate. But it's precisely during these moments of doubt that consistency matters most. It's about showing up, day after day, and trusting that the results will come, even if they're not visible right away. One of the reasons consistency is so powerful is that it creates momentum. Momentum is the force that keeps you moving forward, even when motivation wanes. It's what turns small, seemingly insignificant actions into powerful habits that drive long-term success. When you commit to taking consistent action toward your financial goals, you build momentum that carries you through the inevitable challenges and setbacks. It's like pushing a heavy object. The hardest part is getting it to move, but once it's in motion, it becomes much easier to keep it going. In the same way, the more consistent you are with your actions, the easier it becomes to maintain that progress and continue moving toward your goals. But consistency isn't just about doing the same thing over and over again. It's about being intentional with your actions and making sure that what you're doing aligns with your long-term vision. Many people mistake busyness for progress. They fill their days with tasks, activities, and efforts that, while productive in the moment, don't actually move them closer to their financial goals. True consistency requires not just effort but focused effort. It's about identifying the actions that have the greatest impact and committing to doing those things regularly. This might mean prioritizing saving and investing over spending, dedicating time each day to learning new skills that will increase your earning potential, or consistently taking calculated risks that have the potential to grow your wealth. One of the most challenging aspects of consistency is overcoming the urge to give up when things get difficult. It's easy to be consistent when everything is going smoothly, but the real test comes when you encounter obstacles, setbacks, or periods of uncertainty. In these moments, it's natural to feel discouraged, frustrated, or tempted to abandon your efforts. But these are precisely the times when consistency matters most. It's during these moments of challenge that you have the opportunity to build resilience, to prove to yourself that you can keep going even when things aren't easy. Every time you push through a setback, you strengthen your ability to stay consistent in the future. And over time, this resilience becomes one of your greatest assets in the pursuit of financial success. It's important to recognize that consistency doesn't mean perfection. Many people fall into the trap of believing that if they can't be perfect, if they miss a day, slip up, or make a mistake, then their entire effort is ruined. This all-or-nothing mindset is one of the biggest obstacles to staying consistent. In reality, setbacks are a normal part of any journey, and the key to long-term success is not avoiding mistakes, but learning how to recover from them quickly. If you miss a day of saving, investing, or working toward your financial goals, don't let that one misstep derail your entire plan. Instead, get back on track as soon as possible. The ability to recover from setbacks is just as important as the ability to stay consistent in the first place. To build consistency, it's helpful to create systems that support your efforts. Habits and routines are powerful tools for staying consistent because they remove the need to rely on motivation or willpower. When something becomes a habit, it no longer requires conscious effort, it becomes automatic. This is why developing strong financial habits, like automating your savings or setting aside time each week to review your financial goals, can be so effective. These systems keep you on track, even when life gets busy or your motivation wanes. They create a structure that supports your long-term goals, making it easier to stay consistent over time. Another important aspect of consistency is accountability. When you have someone to hold you accountable, whether it's a mentor, a coach, or a trusted friend, you're much more likely to stay consistent in your efforts. Accountability adds an extra layer of commitment because it's no longer just about you, it's about showing up for someone else as well. This can be incredibly motivating, especially during times when you're feeling discouraged or tempted to give up. If you don't have an accountability partner, consider joining a group or community of like-minded individuals who share similar financial goals. Surrounding yourself with people who are also committed to building wealth can provide the support, encouragement, and accountability you need to stay consistent. One of the most powerful ways to stay consistent is to stay connected to your why. Why do you want to achieve financial success? What will financial freedom allow you to do in your life? How will it impact the people you love, the causes you care about, or the legacy you want to leave behind? When you have a strong sense of purpose behind your financial goals, it becomes much easier to stay consistent, even when the journey gets tough. Your why serves as a compass, guiding your actions and helping you stay focused on the bigger picture, even when the day-to-day progress feels slow. Take some time to reflect on your deeper reasons for wanting financial success, and use that purpose to fuel your consistency. It's also important to celebrate your progress along the way. Building wealth is a long-term journey, and if you only focus on the end goal, it's easy to feel like you're not making any progress. But every small win, every step forward, is worth celebrating. Whether it's reaching a savings milestone, paying off a debt, or making a smart investment, these moments of progress are a testament to your consistency and commitment. By celebrating these wins, you reinforce the positive behaviors that are leading you toward your goals, making it easier to stay consistent in the future. Consistency, when combined with the mindset of abundance and the actions that align with your financial goals, creates a powerful momentum that propels you toward lasting success. It's not about being perfect or expecting immediate results. It's about showing up, day after day, and trusting in the process. It's about believing that every small action you take is bringing you closer to the financial freedom you desire, even when the results aren't immediately visible. This is the path to true wealth, the kind of wealth that isn't just measured in dollars but in the freedom, security, and opportunities it provides. And as you continue to cultivate consistency in your actions, you'll find that the rewards of your efforts compound over time, leading to a financial reality that far exceeds what you once thought possible. In the end, the secret to financial success isn't a secret at all. It's not about finding the perfect strategy, making the right investment, or stumbling upon a lucky break. It's about doing the work consistently, patiently, and with a deep sense of belief in your own worth and potential. It's about committing to the journey, knowing that the results will come if you stay the course. And as you build this foundation of consistency, you discover that the wealth you've been seeking has been within your reach all along, waiting for you to claim it with the steady, intentional actions that define a truly abundant life.